Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, and holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing. If you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for
I do love that. Intro. Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's well. Sorry, I'm multitasking. I'm rolling a joint. I have had only a tiny sip of my coffee. And first of all, I need a new cup. This is depressing to look at now. So we're there. Secondly, I just had a little bit of... John, you got orange. Oh, fuck. You know when you're drinking a coffee and it's mostly foam? Is it Aussie Friday, like Australia Day, or is it just a Friday in Australia? Sir Philip? You know, during the pandemic, I went through a very, very deep time of watching Bondi Beach Rescue so much. In fact, the intro song is still part of my like summer playlists. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Anyways, back when I had time to do things. I'm hard to catch, that's what he says, but really I am not. 'Cause if you subscribe here, more often than not, I'll be here. I can't. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing well today. I didn't just wake up, but I have to work later, so there won't be a show later. And in fact, I looked at my schedule and I think I'm putting in an honest work week. As you can tell by my face, I don't like that. I'm not excited about that, but somehow it's happened. You gotta stop, put on your registration. What registration? Why am I disappearing? Why am I disappearing? That is the question. I have some good... Oh, for your car. Oh, I don't understand those things. Oh, shit, Courtney. Pay the tolls. Pay the tolls. I guess. I don't know. We don't really have toll roads here. I don't think we do. At least not on the island where I live. Anyways, I'm going to roll this fat joint that I plan on smoking entirely together while we watch court. So bear with me while I do that. But tell me what you've had for breakfast or lunch today, depending on where you're at. Or if it's Friday and you live in Australia, tell me. It's only $5. They're suspending your registration for $5? My God. Anyways, tell me what you want to eat for breakfast. January 26th is Australia Day. I'm marking it down. Reminder, winter in Australia is right now. Summertime in Australia is... steak and pineapple sounds fucking delicious. Yes. Vodka ice? Perfect. Steak, pineapple, vodka, ice. baby. That sounds like a Friday night, doesn't it? Sounds delicious to me. Anyways, okay, so now we've rolled that joint, we can start the court. Sorry to do that to y'all's. 2:54 a.m. Oh my gosh. I'll be quiet. Actually, I can't even guarantee that. Can't even guarantee it. No, I can't. Again, I hoard court. It's a problem. I'm aware. Every time I look at it, even this morning, I've already got 6 more hearings. Out of control, Paisley. Out of control. Speaking of out of control, that's Timu messaging me about 8,000 times a day. That's their thing, you know. That's their thing. Hold on, I gotta find the right one. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, great. Here we go. Here we go. Hit play, Paisley. Girl got split ends like me.
Are the states ready with number 36?
Saul Montanez and Ana Dominguez, please unmute and turn your cameras. Do you both swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Latify, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state approaches on a suit affecting the parent-child relationship. We have a partial agreement with the contested issues being support and retroactive support. I will read the agreed terms. Parties are in agreement that there's been no acts of family violence in the last 2 years, and there's no need for a non-disclosure. Parties are in agreement for the mother to be named sole managing conservator, with the father to be possessory conservator, having the standard possession. Parties are in agreement for a no geographic restriction. Court costs is billed to the father today. The rest of the matter is contested, and I'll take testimony. Ms. Dominguez, can you please state your full name?
Ana Dominguez.
Can you state the name and ages of your children?
Alexander Montañez, and he's 17.
Ma'am, did you hear the agreed portions that I read?
Yes,
Are those still your agreements?
yes,
Do you believe they're in the best interests of your children?
yes.
Now to the contested issues. Income reported for the non-custodial parents' wages for a month is $4,536. The state's asking to set support at $586, which is guidelines. Are you in agreement for him to pay that amount?
Yes,
And you are also in agreement that he got credit for 2 additional minor children, is that correct?
yes.
And that support to start on June 1st, 2025.
Mhm.
Was there an agreement with you and the father for him to pay $300 a month for support?
Right now,
Was there an agreement between you and the father for him
Uh,
to pay you $300 and not the guideline support?
not at the moment.
Okay, that was a previous agreement.
Yeah, but he stopped paying. It was he was paying me 280.
How are your children covered for insurance?
I paid through my work.
And are you asking to be reimbursed $150 for cash medical
Yes.
and to begin June 1st, 2025?
Yes.
The state calculated retroactive support to be $8,484. And I'm sorry, the state calculated 48 months of retroactive child support at $18,344. You gave him credit for money he's given you, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and you're giving credit in the amount of $9,850, correct?
Correct.
So you're asking for a judgment today of $8,484 to be paid at $80 a month beginning June 1st, 2025. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, calling this witness.
Mr. Montañez, can you please state your full name?
Saul Montanez.
Sir, did you hear the earlier terms that I read as an agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Are those earlier terms still your agreement?
Uh,
The parts you read at the beginning.
yeah, that's what you told me at the beginning. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you asking the court to accept those agreed terms?
Oh, just whatever the back pay, whatever that she's
No one,
saying.
she did not announce that as an agreement. At the very beginning of the hearing, she announced what y'all agreed to. We're just trying to confirm that part.
Oh no, I mean I was not like I was telling her that I didn't agree to that amount
I
to
already know
that
what you didn't
amount.
agree to, Mr. Montanez. I
I'm
believe I
sorry.
do. I already understand what you didn't agree to. I think that we already understand that part. We're about to ask you about that in just a moment. We're trying to do the easy part.
Oh,
She
okay.
announced at the beginning that y'all had some agreements, and
Yes,
then
ma'am.
she went into
Yes.
contested issues. We're trying to do
Yes.
the easy part first. Easy part first is the part she agreed at she announced at the very beginning that y'all had agreed to, whether or
Yeah.
not you're in agreement with that or not.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, that's all we needed, and then we can move on to the other parts.
Okay, sir. So the parts we agreed to, those are your agreements, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about the parts you didn't agree to. Your salary, as reported by your employer, is $4,536 for gross income per month. The state's asking to set child support at $586 a month for guidelines, and that's giving you credit for 2 additional minor children. Are you in agreement to pay that amount beginning June 1st, 2025?
Uh, Based on the economy, I wanted to see if we can lower that down. With
Oh yeah, I forgot. We get a little political here. I forgot. That's what I was gonna title it. Damn it! God damn it, Paisley. Sometimes you forget because you didn't smoke a joint yet and you didn't drink your coffee. Oh, but this actually gets funny.
the mortgage payments and the kids and stuff like that. But that's just a question. If we can lower down, it'll be great if that's possible.
Sir, is that a yes or a no? Are you in agreement to pay $586 a month beginning June 1st, 2025?
Yeah, yes, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Are you in agreement to repay cash medical at $150 a month beginning June 1st, 2025?
Yeah, it's fine.
Retroactive child support for 48 months was calculated at $18,344, and you were given credit for money you've given her in the amount of $9,850. Sir, do you agree to a judgment today of $8,484 to be repaid at $80 a month beginning June 1st, 2025.
100%. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay, I thought you had a disagreement, Mr. Montanez, and now you've agreed to everything. So
I
I'm not trying
mean,
to twist your arm, but I need to know if you don't agree or do agree. That's fine. If you agree, then I'll move on. I got other people in here that are ready to go. But if you don't agree, this is your time to tell me why you don't agree with any of the three issues, I guess, that are contested. So did you just give up and you agree to those now?
the thing is my first thing doing this. I don't want to get in trouble. I know this is all this legal stuff, but like I said, I wanted to ask if we can lower down since the economy is pretty bad right now. I just changed jobs. I got two other kids, mortgage payments and stuff like that. See what we can lower it down. And about the retroactive or whatever, the back pay, to be honest, I will pay some cash. If she got the numbers right, I agree to that. But to be honest, I don't got the numbers on me because I will give her cash when she asks me. And I think 2 years back or 2.5 years back, I started doing sale. But before that, it was cash. But like I said, I don't got the numbers on me. I don't want to lie if that's the right amount or the wrong amount. But if she says that's right, I mean, there's nothing I can do because I don't keep up with whatever amount I was giving her. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well,
But
it's
if we
important. I
can,
mean, I can go with you if you telling me something, but if you don't have any other information, you didn't do the research. Today is our trial. I know that you may not understand or be a lawyer and all that kind of stuff, but I need you to tell me if you think that's about right. She's giving you a large credit. It is a substantial credit. Most times I get ladies coming here that say it was $500. So she's basically saying it's almost $10,000. So it's not like you didn't help. But what I
oh,
guess what she's saying is that there's a difference in what you should have paid and what you did pay, and then there were maybe some months that you didn't pay. I guess that's kind of where we have a difference is what kind of where we are.
yes,
Um,
because we had an agreement of $300 a month or so, give or take, and that's how much I was paying.
okay,
But
when did y'all come
but
up with
yeah,
that
I mean,
agreement?
she says she's it's fine with it, but the monthly, is there any way? Is there any room we can work out a better number on my way, on my side? Like
I
I
don't
said,
think so
it's
unless they miscalculated it. Miss Dominguez is living through the same economy that you are, right? So
I understand.
I can't say, well, hey, Mr. Montanez has a bad economy, and so let me lower his child support because he's got a bad economy and everybody else is living in a great economy.
No, no,
She's
no.
got to pay groceries just like everybody else does, just like you. She's got to pay for a place to live just like you. Everybody's money's going up.
Okay.
Uh,
Uh,
people did not vote for the right person. Maybe I don't know. That's my personal opinion, but
yeah.
that there's a reason why the economy is what it is. I can't do anything about it. You can't do anything about it. The only way I can look at it is if they did the math wrong, and then we can talk about that. It sounds like they probably did the math correct. I don't know. You haven't raised that as an issue for me to even look at the math, but I can't do it because the economy is bad. That's not really
I
a
get it.
reason that
No,
I have.
it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I'll pay whatever she's asking for, and whatever she said, I hope it's right, and yeah, I'll move on. It's fine.
Okay, so what do we want? What do you want to do about the back child support? You wanted me to look at that, or you want to just accept it?
I just accept it. It's fine.
Okay,
I, I'm not gonna fight fight over a few dollars. It is what it is. If
well,
that's
eight
what she
thousand
said.
dollars is a lot of money.
Yeah, but it's fine. I don't want to deal with this no more. I just pay whatever I have to pay, and let's move on. You
Okay,
know.
well, this is your chance to give me a reason. Maybe you can get a better result, but you have to be the one that wants to do it.
It's fine. I don't want to take more of your time or anybody's time. It's fine. I'll pay whatever she's asking for, and we'll move on.
Okay, all right then. So then the parts I'll agree to at the beginning, obviously those are gonna be part of the court order. And then child support is 586. Medical support is 150 a month. Retroactive judgment of $8,484. Payable at $80 a month until paid in full. You have the whole month to pay it, so I know the order will read maybe that it begins June 1st, but you're not going to be late on June 2nd. You're going to have all of June to make a payment. From now on, all your payments need to be paid through the child support office. They cannot be paid directly to Ms. Dominguez or to the child directly because those will not count as child support payments. There's a reason why we have registries. That way we can keep track of payments. So that way there isn't a dispute in the future as to what has been paid or not. So you're going to send it through the child support office. If you're employed somewhere, they're going to send out a withholding order to direct your employer how to make a payment, and that you should just start seeing coming out of your check, a portion of it per check, not the full amount out of every check, unless you only get paid once a month. It'll be a portion of your each check, which will add up to the full amount. All right, the Attorney General's office will draft an order for me to sign based on that, and I will sign it, and then they will email you a copy. You're done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
Sorry.
The economy. The judge says. The judge said it. Somebody voted wrong.
Your Honor, the state's ready to proceed with number 44.
But Paisley's not. Paisley's not.
I don't have a.
So, you can shut the fuck up. Next. Guilty. Next.
Having not filed an answer or otherwise made an appearance in the case, I do find that it's appropriate to have a default hearing. So what that means, Mr. Armstrong, is it is Mr. Hawkins' motion. He gets to go first. But once he's done putting on all his evidence, if there's anything else you think I need to know about the situation before the court, I will give you the chance to tell me before I enter a final ruling. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Hawkins.
Your Honor, at this time, the state would like to offer what has been marked as State's Exhibit 1, the updated pay record in this matter.
All right. Mr. Armstrong, are you familiar with the pay record that the Attorney General's office keeps?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any objection with me having a copy of a pay record in your case that was run on May 13th of this year as evidence today?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. Then State's Exhibit 1, the financial activity report or pay record in this matter is admitted. Mr. Hawkins?
The state would like to call Mr. Armstrong.
Mr. Armstrong, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Mr. Hawkins?
Mr. Armstrong, could you please state your full name for the record?
Scotty Glenn Armstrong.
And you are the father of Latravion Whitehead?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Armstrong, where are you located currently?
Lindsay State Jail in Jacksboro, Texas.
And how long have you been incarcerated, sir?
2.5 years.
What offense did you commit?
Burglary habitation.
Do you have a projected release date right now, sir?
January 1st of 2028.
And sir, while you are currently incarcerated, do you have any form of income?
No, sir.
Do you have any other children other than Latravion?
Yes, sir.
How many other children do you have, sir?
I have a total of 6 kids, 3 of them which are on child support and 3 that are not.
Okay, just make sure I heard correctly. It cut out a little bit on my side. You said 6 children total, 3 on child support, 3 not?
Yes, sir.
And are you the biological father of all of those children?
Yes, sir.
Are you married to the mother of any of those children?
No, sir.
Do you know what insurance the children are on?
I believe it's Medicaid, sir.
And as far as you're aware, has it changed since the last order?
No, sir.
Is there anything else you think the judge needs to know today?
No, sir.
Your Honor, at this time I pass this witness.
I would like you guys to know that you just witnessed my entire makeup routine. Mac. That's funny. But seriously, oh wait, I have to put in my little bit of blush. But literally, that's all I do. I don't have any other skills. I wish I did. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button. We're having coffee in court this morning. Nice to see you on your lunch, Adam.
Okay. So are the kids all under 18?
2 of them are.
Okay. Are those the other 2 that have court orders?
Yeah, two of them that do.
Okay, so the two children that had court orders, you're still under the court order.
Yes, they're in a
Okay,
different state.
yeah, that's fine. Just want to make sure they haven't emancipated.
Yeah, no.
Okay. All right. Is there
He's in jail for
anything else you
burglary of a
think?
habitation. This is a child support review hearing, so he's shown up where mom hasn't. This is actually a default against mom. He's just in jail for whatever reason. Literally, now I'm done.
I ought to know,
Uh,
Mr. Armstrong.
I guess only a comment like, of course, when I'm locked up, I can't pay, but whenever I am out, I do pay. Like I don't have no problem paying the child support.
Okay. Well, and that's one of the reasons that the AG got the law changed, is so it wouldn't keep rocking up on you. Um, but we can't go backwards.
Yes, ma'am.
We can only go forwards. So, all right. Just need to do a little math.
Oh my god. We want to talk about gray hair, by the way. I have so much gray hair, and I have since I was fucking 18. But as many of you know, I stopped dyeing it approximately Lord Farquhar's length of hair ago. Seriously, my sister's a hairdresser.
Anything else,
She tells
Mr.
me
Hawkins?
that's what I've got.
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Armstrong?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then this is what we're gonna do. Court finds I have jurisdiction over the parties and over the subject matter. I do find that Mr. Armstrong has been incarcerated in excess of the past 180 days and is expected to be incarcerated in excess of the next 180 days, and therefore this case does merit a modification. I find that currently Mr. Armstrong has a gross monthly income of 0 and net monthly resources of 0. One child before the court, 2 other children he has a duty to support, guideline rate 12.5%. 12.5% of 0 is 0. So I do modify the current child support to 0 a month beginning June 1st, 2025, and the cash medical.
Christopher just paid $5 more than this dude will have to in child support. Say it again, Streamlabs. I thought I timed it right. Say it again, Streamlabs. Damn it. The problem's fixed, evidently. Great. Thank you so much, Raw Dog Yogurt 2025, Christopher Ankleby, my friend. Did I just come out of the oven because you're too hot to handle? No, that has to be my sassy. Oh, you can't go over the line here, metal rules. Unless Cellulite Yoga Pants phone is broken. But you can be grumpy here. All you want. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's back again. Thank you, Christopher, again. Okay, let's watch.
Support to 0 a month beginning June 1st, 2025. And I order that Ms. Whitehead maintain the children on the government medical assistance program. However, Mr. Armstrong, you did have a prior child support obligation in which you're in arrears, and I enter a child support judgment against you of $42,578.
Look at Justin. You mentioned here's some money for ramen in jail, and look at Justin. He looked up. Thank you so much, Brooklyn. I love that. And what in the what? 42,000? Is that what she just said? We gotta go back. Oh! Streamlabs catching up now. Yeah, it's an early one, Streamlabs. You had to be here. I gave you advance notice. 42,000?
you did have a prior child support obligation in which you're in arrears, and I enter a child support judgment against you of $42,578.10 as of April 30th, 2025. And I order you to make payment on that judgment at $300 a month beginning June 1st, 2025. But unlike current support, that $300 does not add back into the judgment.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Well, the only thing it'll increase by is the interest.
okay.
All right.
And I won't get in no trouble for not paying it. Like,
Correct. You will
okay.
not. Okay. Um, you also had a cash medical support obligation in which you're in arrears, and I enter a medical support judgment against you of $8,248.15 as of April 30th, 2022. And I order you to make payment on that judgment at an additional $100 a month beginning June 1st, 2025. So when you get out, you'll owe $400 a month.
Okay.
And you need to let the AG's office know, because since we stopped the obligation because you're incarcerated, just the fact that you get out will be grounds to start it up again.
Yes, ma'am.
So let them know when you get out so they can start monitoring when you get a job, and then we'll visit with you again.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I do authorize wage withholding. All payments still have to go through the state disbursement unit. And any unreimbursed medical expenses are still split between the parents 50-50. And the way the statute's written, Mr. Armstrong, I do have to order you to pay the court costs. I make them due as billed to Garza County District Clerk's Office in 30 days. Obviously, that's an obligation you'll owe when you get out as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Is that everything, Mr. Hawkins?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. What happens now, Mr. Armstrong, is Mr. Hawkins is going to put all this in writing. They'll send it to me. I'll check it, sign it, send it back, and then the AG's office will mail you and Miss Whitehead a copy of the order. Now, if anybody does not like what I've ruled, you each have the right to ask the district court to rehear any or all of it. It's called a de novo, but it must be filed in 3 business days. For you, that's Tuesday of next week. For Miss
Okay.
Whitehead, it's basically 3 days after she gets her copy of the order.
And
But if you don't do it just right, you might not get very far. So I do strongly suggest that if you want to do that, you at least talk to a private attorney about how to do that. It's not my job to tell anybody to file or not file a de novo. I just had to make sure you knew you had the right to file it.
and
Okay.
I guess this order you had sent to the Dallas address, is there any way you can send what you're going to send to the physical address? Because I got the order on the tablet instead of the actual
Okay.
mail.
That's something you need to talk to Mr. Hawkins about it, because I don't actually send stuff out.
Okay.
But let us pop you back in that breakout room for just a minute, and
Okay.
Mr. Hawkins will join you and see what information he needs to get that to you.
All right. That works.
Okay? So can you hang on just another minute?
Yes, ma'am.
And then once you're done in there, you can just leave the meeting completely instead of just leaving the breakout room.
He was very polite. I'll give him that. Hi, Salty. Mac, it might be that you guys, people block people by accident all the time in your pocket, just accidentally. It's only in chats like this where you might notice it. Or it might be on purpose. I don't know. So many people block me, I'm sure. Anyways. I think we have time for one more. Yeah, one more. Because I did tease. Chill. Sorry. Thought it was a baby crying. It is a power tool off in the distance. Mac. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. But also, you might have done it too. That's the other thing to know. That's not the one. There was one hearing yesterday, which... Oh, where is it? We're going to have to just go through them.
Office is requesting that I find you in contempt of.
Damn, Judge. Yeah, this is it. Okay, here we go. 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 Also, look at Mr. Butler, the court reporter. He looks so fucking official and like a robot. Like he's looking directly into my
Office is
soul.
requesting that I find you in contempt of court. And if I did, there is a possibility you could go to jail up to 6 months and pay a fine up to $500. I'm gonna give you 3 options. First option, you have a right to an attorney, but you can waive that right here today. If you do, and the state proves their case today, there's a possibility you could go to jail today. Second option, come back on August 26th, hire your own private attorney, and between now and the next court setting, the Attorney General's office will request that you do 2 things to avoid their request of jail on August 26th, and those 2 things are, counsel?
To bring a lump sum payment of $600, pay it prior to or on the date of the next hearing, and to pay the court order support in full each and every month.
Third option, sir, you believe you cannot afford an attorney. You would like me to consider appointing you one. Still come back on August 26th, and the state still has their same 2 requests. Of the 3 options, sir, what are you requesting?
I'm gonna request option 2.
Okay, sir, I'm gonna order you to my court in person on August 26th, 2025 at 9 a.m. If you fail to appear, I can issue a capice for your arrest. It is the Attorney General's office requesting you bring that lump sum on August 26th, make your payments in full to avoid their request of jail. Ms. Thomas, your presence is required in person on that day. If you fail to come, ma'am, there is a possibility the case might be dismissed. The Attorney General's office needs both of you to wait right here. Put yourself on mute, stop your videos, and they're gonna send you each a pop-up to join a breakout room to sign the order. Everything I just explained will be in the order, and you both will receive a copy of it today via your emails, okay?
Yes, Judge. And honestly, I've said I don't like this judge that much very often, but yet here she is on my fucking screen, living rent-free in my mind, just like Raw Dog Yogurt 2025. Goodbye, Christopher. I love you. Seriously, I respect the hustle, my friend. I'm gonna be working for the next 5 days straight. I actually have decided to just... Oh, Sir Philip, Australian dollars, $5. Yay. I've decided to just take it one day at a time. So we just have today. We'll just deal with today. And you guys are making that better, minute by minute, baby. Thank you, Sir Philip. Thank you, Christopher.
Thank you. Just mute yourselves and stop your video. Thank you.
That's all I request. Thank you.
Is there a time where I'll be able to ask a question?
When you talk to the Attorney General's office, you can direct your questions to them. They're gonna put you in a breakout room. One of their representatives will be in there with you, okay? All right, what's next?
Look at Reginald Butler.
Number 18 on the docket is ready for default.
Is Ms. Rodriguez who's present?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Lizette Rodriguez, would you please unmute and start your video? Thank you. 18 on the docket calls 2501636 of paternity filed by the state. Ms. Rodriguez, would you please raise your right hand? You do solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down, ma'am. Please state your first and last name.
Lisette Rodriguez.
And counsel.
Joyce Watchell to the Office of the Attorney General.
Okay. Ms. Rodriguez, how do you pronounce Mr. Samuel's first name?
Eucharius.
Eucharius Samuels. Eucharius Samuels has failed to appear. He was served on the record on March the 13th, 2025. He has not filed an answer to the state's lawsuit. He stands in default, and counsel for the state, you may proceed with your proposed default.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will call Lisette Rodriguez. Ma'am, can you state the name of the child as party to this case?
Zayden Rodriguez.
And you are Zayden's mother?
Yes, ma'am.
And who is Zayden's father?
Eucharius Samuels.
Were you married to Mr. Samuels or anyone else when the child was conceived or born?
No, ma'am.
Could anyone else besides Mr. Samuels be the father?
Just one other person. But
What? Thoroughly derailing the easy questions. Oh my, oh my. Watch the judge's face and watch Reginald Butler, the official court reporter's face. He's a consummate professional, but you can tell that is not what he was expecting.
Answer to the state's lawsuit, he stands in default, and counsel for the state, you may proceed with your proposed default.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will call Lisette Rodriguez. Ma'am, can you state the name of the child as party to this case?
Zayden Rodriguez?
And you are Zayden's mother?
Yes, ma'am.
And who is Zayden's father?
Eucharia Samuels.
Were you married to Mr. Samuels or anyone else when the child was conceived or born?
No, ma'am.
Could anyone else besides Mr. Samuels be the father?
Just one other person. But
Okay. When you say one other person,
Mhm.
who else could it be?
His name would be Jonathan Campos.
So at this time, would you be in agreement to, instead of proceeding with a default order, to do a DNA order?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
DNA is ordered and case is continued to September the 10th, 2025. Ma'am, the Attorney General's office will reach out and get you set up as well as Mr. Samuels, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, anything else you need from her, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're free to go, ma'am. Have a good day.
All right, thank you. You as well.
At least she told the truth exactly. Exactamundo. All right, let's finish this off. I'm sure it sucks, the rest of it, but let's see. Also, I just want to scroll back for a second and just look at, okay, there's 222 left, but I just want to look at Reginald Butler's face. This smile when she says it. Look, he's like, what? What? Oh, fuck. So fucking funny.
All right, thank you. You as well.
He's so professional. I know the judge did it too. She was like, because usually they would.
I believe we are ready on number 19. We need service for both parties and to proceed with the rights hearing.
Mr. Justin Sanders and Miss Maya Fryer, would you both please unmute and start your videos? Thank you. Sir, take your cap off for me. Thank you. 19 on the docket, cause 2008418, enforcement filed by the state. Would the parties please raise their right hands? Ma'am, raise your right hand. Thank you. You do solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I did.
You both can put your hands down. Sir, please state your first and last name.
Justin Sanders.
And ma'am, your first and last name.
Maya Fryer.
And counsel for the state.
Joyce Wachiku for the Office of the Attorney General.
Okay, you may proceed with your service.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will first call Maya Fryer. Ma'am, did you receive the state's petition today?
Yes.
And you understand that we're ready to proceed with the rights hearing?
Yes.
I will pass Ms. Fryer and call Justin Sanders. Sir, did you receive the state's petition today?
Yes.
And you understand that we're ready to proceed with the rights hearing?
Yes.
Okay, I will pass Mr. Sanders as the court to reflect that both parties have been served the state's petition and we're ready to proceed with the rights hearing.
Let the record reflect both parties have accepted service via emails and the case is ready for a rights hearing. Sir, the Attorney General's Office, State of Texas, has filed a motion for enforcement of child support and or medical support against you. The Attorney General's Office is alleging you have failed to comply with the court's order in full each and every month. They're asking that I find you in contempt of court. If I did, there's a possibility you can go to jail up to 6 months and pay a fine up to $500. They're requesting also that well, they will request two other things momentarily. So I'm going to give you three options. First option, you have the right to an attorney, but you could waive that right here today. But sir, if you do, and the state proves their case today, there's a possibility you could go to jail today. Second option, come back on August 26th, hire your own private attorney, and between now and the next setting, the AG's office will request two things of you. And those two things are, counsel?
To pay a lump sum $1,250 prior to or on the next hearing date, and to pay the court order support in full each and every month.
Third option, you believe you cannot afford an attorney. You would like me to consider appointing you one. Still come back on August 26th, and the state still has their same two requests. Other three options, Mr. Sanders, what are you requesting?
Option 2.
Sir, I'm going to order you to my court in person, George Allen Courthouse, on August 26, 2025 at 9 a.m. If you fail to appear, I can issue a capice for your arrest. It is the Attorney General's office requesting you bring back that lump sum on August 26 and make your payments in full to avoid their request of jail. Ma'am, Ms. Fryer, your presence is also required in person on that date. Same time, if you fail to come, the case might be dismissed. The Attorney General's office would like for both of you to wait right here in the virtual courtroom. Please mute yourselves and stop your video. They're going to send you each a pop-up to join a breakout room to sign the order. I will also sign the order, and you both will receive everything that I just explained to you in an order via your emails today, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you both. All right, what's next?
What's next? Well, Judge, since you asked so nicely, I think I could find the firefighter case. You just gotta give me 1 second to track it down, Judge. I bet the judge is not a hoarder. Not like me. Not like me. I can't even, hold on. I wrote a note about it. Because firefighter schedule Dukes. Oh my god, I'm so fucking smart. Oh, I'm so thankful when Paisley of the past takes notes so that she can. I didn't even remember what fucking court it was. Okay, so that means it is. This. No. This one? Is it this one? Is it this one?
Consider that when determining geographical limitations?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
No, it's not that one. It is not that. Oh, right after Judge Baker? Pays, let's just see. Is that it? I think this is it. I think this is it. This is the one we're gonna watch anyways, so. That's all I got. Drink the rest of your coffee. This is the last case. I think this is the firefighter one. Oh, Joshua!
Please are coming back on
yawning.
number 20. Give it just a second here.
Rude.
Oh,
This
we've
is
got
where we're going
Dan.
to watch-
Okay, sir, if you'd unmute your device
Yeah,
and
this
take
is
off
it.
your hat for me, please, sir, and get still
I'm a
someplace.
fucking savant.
Uh,
I'm a goddamn savant. I'm sorry. I'm just. I love it. Hi, Mikey. There's a real YouTuber. If you want to get real good court content, well done, properly made, all the good stuff, none of the shit that I have, go check out Credence and Mikey. Somebody will put it in the chat. There's Cellulite Yoga Pants, did it already. Oh, be careful. As usual, that check mark looking good.
Give me 1 second, okay? Please.
Keep your hat off. You're in court.
All right, I'm good.
Okay, very good. Mom, Dad, if you both will raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm? Raise your right hand, sir, and be still. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you both. You can put your hands down. Go ahead, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor, parties have reached an agreement in this case. Parties are in agreement to all the terms of the proposed child support review order, except for the amount of child support and the visitation schedule. Parties are, well, and I guess also the start date of the child support. But the other terms, specifically regarding the conservatorship and Mr. Brantley covering the health insurance, parties are in agreement to leave those as is. Parties are in agreement that child support will be $1,200 per month beginning next month, which is a deviation downward because parties are in agreement also to a 50-50 possession schedule. It's a pretty non-standard one that we kind of talked about back there. Because Mr. Brantley is a firefighter, his work, the days he's working are pretty inconsistent. But he'll know what those are a year in advance. So what the order will say is that he provides Ms. Erickson with a copy of his work schedule by December 31st, and also designates 15 days in each month as his periods of possession. And exchanges for those will take place at 8:00 a.m. I believe that's the extent of the agreement, and because I think it's a bit of a non-standard agreed order, I think it might make sense for parties to sign off on this and for us to set an entry date.
I agree. And Mr. Wright, you know there's a form firefighter visitation schedule. You may want to look at that.
I don't have access to that. I mean, we don't use any Westlaw forms here. I don't know. Is there one in the family code or?
No, but it's pretty widely used, so you may want to get a copy of that and look.
There's a specific firefighter support or like visitation guideline because their schedule's so fucked up, is what he's saying. Mike, you're making me laugh as usual. Love it. Also, Peyton, I love her hair. I really do.
That. Okay. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Wright.
All right. State we call the father, Mr. Brantley. Sir, did you hear everything I just read in the record?
I did, yes, sir.
And are you in agreement with those terms?
Yes, sir. But if we can find the 4896 fireman schedule, and you can correlate something with that, I think it'd be easier on both of us. Then we have a set schedule versus having to correlate days.
Okay. And I believe you did mention you haven't hired an attorney. Is that correct?
No, sir.
But you did consult with an attorney before this, and they provided you with a copy of that schedule?
Yes, sir. And they just went off the standard fireman schedule as well for 4896.
Okay.
Okay. So, Mr. Wright, let's do this. I'm gonna let you work with the parties, see if you can get a copy of that. If you can't get it from them, get them from somebody else. And I'm gonna let you work with them, send them an order. Mom, Dad, if you guys all sign off on the order, I don't have to see y'all again. Okay, you guys sign the order, I'm gonna sign it. Okay, you guys have reached an agreement. I can see what y'all are trying to do. I know it's complicated. Mr. Wright will work on that and get with you. I'm gonna set a date though, that if you guys get some paperwork you don't think is what you meant to agree to, or you can't agree on some issue, we'll all come back together and talk about it. But if you guys sign off on the order, I'll sign it. Okay.
Perfect.
So I'm going to pick a day for y'all to come back just in case. Okay. Just in case. And it'll be by Zoom. So just if we need to, we'll come together. If we don't need to, we won't. Okay.
I can't even look cute like that. She's got it down pat. This is a look that she does. My wrist is like too fat for that? What's going on? I don't know. I just don't have it. I don't have it. Peyton? God damn it. I just don't know how she's doing it. Also, he must get paid pretty good money if he's willing to do, or he's getting 50-50 custody and still paying her $1,250 a month for one kid. Right? That's a lot. That seems like a lot. And John, what are you asking? Who's cute? Oh, obviously everybody here is cute in their own way.
Mr. Wright, you think a month will give us enough time?
Yes, I'm sure I can find somebody who has a copy of that
Okay.
order or in that time.
Okay, so Mom, Dad, if we come back June the 17th at 2:30, if we need to. Hopefully we won't need to. Like I said, you guys sign it, I'm gonna sign it. So July the 17th at 2:30. If we need to come back, the Attorney General's office will give you a Zoom code. It'll be a different code, and we'll come back together like we did today, and hopefully we can work it out. But
You said June.
Mr. Wright or somebody at the AG's office will be emailing you, so you should have his email, and you can go back and forth. And maybe Mr. Brantley, if you have any paperwork, like a proposed thing that your attorney went over, maybe, or the attorney that you consulted with went over with you, maybe you could provide that with Mr. Wright.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Mr. Wright, do you need to talk to the parties any further?
I just want to make sure I have their email addresses correct, which is maybe best to do not on YouTube.
Jail people. Wow, YouTube Daddy wanted me to work this day. He was queuing up court for me to watch. How incredible is that? But the time has come for us to say goodbye for this morning. But I will remind you that I think there's a special event happening tonight over on Credence and Mikey's main channel, because I think they're doing members only tonight on a Thursday. Fucking everybody's schedule up. Just all out of whack. We appreciate it though, seriously. Plus, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. I won't be on tonight, but I will be back tomorrow during the day. It'll be similar to today. So yeah, look forward to that. Do me a favor. Remember that I love you. Parson thinks he could fix Peyton. Peyton doesn't think she has a problem. Oh, the fun they would have. Anyways, do me a favor. Remember that I love you and I'm proud of you, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.
Ways down and ready to ride.